welcome to the Galactic News Network. I'm your host, Bashan, and welcome to Shay's Rebellion 8, Session 5. So, a couple of things of note. The Divine Mandates had to leave, so their territory was split between Song of Reverence, Adherents of the Goddess, Cardu Republic down here, the Gidzarak system, some others, as well as the Tuscanian Khanate. I believe these are the cosmic civilization index. Also, someone pointed out that this exists. The border just gets cut off. The star is at the very far north of the galaxy. You can actually see a line where the border just stops very faintly right here. But yeah, just now that I'm focusing on it, it seems quite obvious, but it is right at the top of the screen, and normally you don't look all that far north. Meanwhile, the Shard Remnant has been is now AI controlled, and in fact, Death, who had previously been playing the Dream of Silent Screams, is no longer able to come, so they have been replaced by Damwin, the former Shard Remnant. Yes. The Shard Remnant is but a remnant of what it once was again. There does seem like there might... So there is tensions between the United Cardu Republic and Slug Labor Limited, the Federation member. Because it appears that Slug Labor Limited assassinated the United Cardu Republic's provost. Maybe not. Maybe it was. Anyway, it does seem like they might be attacked soon. From what I heard, it was by the Chosen of the Goddess that would be the attacking goddess. The Titian Holy Kingdom has created, quote, the Good Neighbor policy, where basically it's just a pledge that not sure. Oh, okay. So they've got a list of protected nations, which are the United Colonies of Man, the Great Sildorian Empire, the Blessed Concord, Alpha Existence, and Heaven's World. And they pledge that in this scenario that a protected nation is attacked by another nation and intend to be stripping the nation's sovereignty or committing genocide against the protected nation's population. The Peacekeeper Initiative will intervene, both with diplomatic and military force, in order to safeguard the protected nation. Border wars in which populations are not harmed are beyond the scope of this policy, although Peacekeeper Initiative may still decide to intervene should it deem the war and its outcome may destabilize the southwestern sector of the galaxy. However, they currently have the Council's announcement of Slug Labor Limited on their board. So, one of the main reasons for that is that they believe that, yes, pretty sure that they got a message saying that when they tried to propose becoming the custodian, they were vetoed by the Slug Labor Limited, which is why in retaliation they want to denounce them. What is a lot of branch offices? 33 branch offices. 49 seems to be the highest production. And they're making branch offices 640 energy credits.
Situation log updated.
Compared to 660. That is much closer than it has been. And only 20 branch officers from the Song of Dragons in comparison. Yes, everyone's waiting for the time when to finish off the war so they can start throwing wars. This is currently top of the list. Military readiness act no longer top. Type of Solus has come up a fair bit. There's the end of the Shard Remnant. The Australian War of Justice. Oh, okay, so Velicity's Children has sent a war document. Actually, this is the document which they have sent, claiming that the Australians have colluded with the Shard and had responsible militaristic actions. So they are basically forcing them to become a vassal of the Arcanist of Man. So yes, it does seem to be they are at war. So Arcanist of Man, United Colonies of Man have joined together. Oh, it's the Australian Technocracy that declared. With Arcanist of Man pulling in United Colonies of Man as a defender of the defensive pact. Ooh, it's quite likely. Oh, I'm seeing still. Back here. Put up this again. Yep. So you can see here, it's already at 33% war exhaustion. Ooh, the humans have lost quite a few ships already. Meanwhile, if we have a look at the
situation log
Chosen of Goddess, they are the ones which are attacking the Australians, and they are claiming to have not done anything with Shard. Again, most of these battles seem to be going very favourably in the Australian Technocracy's side. However, it does seem, in terms of ship losses, however, it does seem like they are losing in terms of the territory front. They have taken this station. First of all, let's see what the Australians have claimed. They have claimed these systems up here. To here, basically cutting the Arcanet somewhat in half. Not quite. If we look down here, they have not claimed any of the Chosen of Goddess space. Specifically these children. Now if we have a look at Arcanist of Man, we can find the flags here. There we go. And have a look at what their claims are. They have claimed most of the space, which I believe is all, maybe not all. Have a look at the other side. What has United Colonies of Man claimed? Do they have any habitats here? They do not. So I believe the Arcanist of Man has claimed all of the Australians' habitats. There we go. There we go. So territory transfer agreement. This was the document posted by the Venetian Holy Kingdom, but basically detailing how Dream Science groups will transfer alloys, gases, crystals, and motes to the Venetian Holy Kingdom. The Cosmic Singularity Echelon System transaction. It's due 30 years after the treaty is signed. The Venetian Holy Kingdom to transfer its foreign systems to the Dream of Silent Screams and vacate planets in those territories. Effective upon signing the treaty, the Kingdom will also withdraw its support behind any claims the Arcanist of Earth has to former Shard territory. The Kingdom will not aid the Arcanist of Earth in wars against the Dream of Silent Screams or the Australian Empire unless their people are under the threat of genocide. So, adherents of the goddess also seem to want. This was earlier today, but they announced that they were ready to remove the tyranny's unjust overlord, or their unjust oppression. So also adherents. They are independent. So that federation seems to have fallen apart. Slugs played no part in any crimes accused of. It is simply a projection by those who are jealous of our wealth. Ooh, they are getting closer. Ooh, and they are engaging. However, there is technocracy fleets only a couple of systems away. They haven't engaged yet, and the station is still up, but the station is now down.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And they have engaged. Someone apparently has some regenerative politicians. That ended the fight in favour of Villiski's children. It seems they were not able to reinforce in time. So they're able to pick off one of the fleet's piecemeal. There's just a raiding fleet sitting by itself, and there's a couple small Arcanist Man fleets. There we go. Slug War. Quinlan's Slug War. Which is currently in favour of the attackers. Ooh, yeah, they have already gone a fair distance in. Yep, that station is gone. Ooh. This was Crash. Who have started to separate into their own chats at least. Crash everything. After only just joining. The fleets appear to not want to reinforce. They do have fairly sizable fleets, but they are meeting in this undefended system. And several large fleets are here, with largest fleets being here. So which one in particular? It was a Song of Reference that declared it, it would appear. Seize assets. Yes, war waged to seize control of their branch offices. Wow. I assume it's because it had previously been one of the Divine Mandate ones. Ah, that shouldn't be possible though. You shouldn't be able to construct a corporate or branch office on another corporate nation. They would be keeping 10 of their branch offices. Ooh. So, keep in mind that they're currently gaining 770 energy from their branch offices. During Silent Screams, it appears to have defeated another one of the Marauder bases. I was going to say with the help of the Song of Reverence, but it appears that the fleets are just sitting there instead. Actually, hoping there. Presumably, I was going to say because of war, however, it's not like they're really doing anything with a war that they declared for their own benefit, instead relying entirely on their allies. Oh no, they do have Song of Reverence fleets here. Never mind, yeah. They do have a small fleet here. Just oh no, they're going for Song of Reverence territory.
Enemy troops landing.
They would have to make their way through here though to actually take anything meaningful, which they're not going to really be able to do with that fleet by itself, and that fleet is cut off from the rest of their fleets. There are a couple more wars on the horizon in the immediate future. Never mind, it seems to have already happened. Yes, it is already at war. The Echelon Incarnate War, with the Echelons calling it the quote Tuscanian Incarnate War of Protection. In other news, the Dream of Silent Screams has made a war document talking about the attack against the Arcanist of Man. It will be fought in space only and it will be for humiliation. But I have to say, this doesn't look like humiliation. Because, quote, subject has levied repeated insults against Sleeper. Subject has expressed delusions of superiority against Sleeper. Response query, war. Subject will be subjected to a brief war of humiliation. All combat will be kept in space only. Dream will not be advanced. Former shard systems and the system of Cybrex Alpha will be ceded to Sleeper.
Planetary invasion begun.
So, overall that just means these two systems and Cybrex Alpha. And yes, Arcanist Man can't really do anything about that, so they'll probably just press on with their war against the Australian technocracy. With the Veliscius children just sitting here, and here comes the fight. We also have the fleets from behind. So this is probably going to be it for Australian fleets here. No one's engaged yet, but it's only a matter of time. So they get surrounded from both sides. Which fleet will be engaged on first and suffer the brunt of the attack? It would appear that it's Veliscius children. However, both sides have now joined the fight. And that is it. There goes their fleet. Let's have a look at the current branch office. 790. Ooh, Harmony giving 125. Some Treasury giving 111. You know, Slug Labor, it's going for, it's 811. But only 2 above 50, it appears. Oh! Yes, so the Adherents of Goddess were able to put in enough envoys to secure the council position. Seems like they would have just sneaked in. Because the 40% swing between having an extra 20% and losing it, and gaining it at 20%, they are quite close together. The Fatician Holy Kingdom has overtaken the Song of Reverence as #1 Galactic Council member. Yeah. So Slug Labor has been kicked out of the council with their denouncement. Yes, they do have troops landing in Astronomist, it would appear, apparently. Oh, maybe it's Palace. It is Palace. It's Carlo Fazio, the hero that took the Shard capital. How much longer do they have? 42 days. So Australia will get out of this without losing too much, it would appear. So if we have a look, it would appear that they were hoping to take all their like planets, knock them out, and then be able to just build the systems for less influence cost. But it would appear that will not be happening. So if we have a look at their current claims, there are a few systems which won't be taken, which include some of their planets, and some of the extra space which they have. Go to the other side, and yep, there is the peace deal for status quo. Adherents of Goddess were able to take some systems. I don't know how that worked, but yeah, there's no status quo effect. Not even like some of the wiki it says for hostile takeover, no status quo effect compared to others where it would be each side keeps all systems they have occupied if they have claims on them. They're losing a lot, but 836 for their branch officers compared to 956. So, Song of Reverence has pulled into the lead again. Now the Colonies of Man will be led by Dwayne Johnson. Oh, why? We just move on to the opposite side of the galaxy now. No. Oh dear. So unless we see a big swing here, this will be the Song of Reverence as custodian. There is a new document. Is Desano? Oh, okay, I need to open this. Subject is stated to be an organic empire. Subject has no voices. Subject has no souls. Subject is false. Subject fleets will be eliminated. Subject systems will be explored, catalogued and claimed by Sleeper. The secret will be uncovered. Yes, so We have a new custodian. Which now gives them access to the custodian resolutions. So, extending, removing, ending the reforms and the institutions. Interesting. They didn't come through terminal egress. Just close all the roads. Another ship and cruisers against battleships. So it says that it has like 70k fleet power or even 45k fleet power there, but that just got melted. I was not expecting it to be about one-sided, considering like how much it claimed to be different. But yeah, so I'm guessing that they just went exploring with their ships until the nanites, until they got to the system which revealed nanites, I think. And which point they turned hostile.
Science ship under attack.
Technically being at war, I do believe. Yep, there we go. Saw someone retreat. Ooh. Since the fighters remain, does that mean everyone died? Okay. Actually, yeah, there we go. So yeah, okay, I guess they must have lost enough ships, but they actually lost the fight, or it might have just been some bad rolls. So yes, if we have a look at the fleet power, if they were a normal empire, this would be 220k against 1.2 million. They have been brought down quite a lot. They had previously been at 1.7 million. I wonder, I don't know all the details about the nanites, but they might not build more fleets. It might be that they only rebuild fleets after a certain amount of time has passed without any attack or something. Ooh, the Entente Alliance is attacking the United Cardu Republic.
Updated.
Okay. Okay, there's actually a couple of wars, it seems. So there's war declaration on the Wasegi Guardians. Oh, the Fallen Empire. That's some petition. Oh. Yeah, so Wasegi Guardians.
Situation
Meanwhile,
log updated.
This war is the Echelon Cardu War of Slander and Broken Trust, for the act of violating a transition of territory agreement made between interface listeners. Here is the war declaration against the Cardu Republic. So the Echelon will let them receive the two other systems. The upper two systems will be part of the blood price for mandate, and one other is retribution for the additional slander against Echelon. So, listing systems. Additional systems will be taken if terms not met upon conquest of the previously named systems, up to including Gidsarak, should the Cardu attempt to delay too much in this regard. If Gidsarak is taken, will only be returned for the aforementioned apologies, and at that point apologies will only return to Gitzarak, nothing else help with the system. Also have a reward declaration on Roseki Guardians. There you go. So, apparently it's not a war declaration, it's a ward declaration. It will make them their ward. Conquer all planets, destroy Osegi fleets, and unveil Osegi secrets. And they are paying Alpha for its assistance in war. A third of the resources produced by automated facilities in conquered territories, this monthly trade deal will be sent over. The deal cannot be terminated unless the kingdom loses control over Osegi territories. They have a lot of fleets. Go back to the Cardu War though. As you can see, a standstill with the Cardu Republic wanting to hold on to Gitzarak, ensure that they hold on to it. I'm wondering if they're building up the
Situation log updated.
They are with defensive platforms, so it looks like they intend to fight and not just give the original free systems. Although I have to say, with the fleets which I'm looking at right now, it does not look very promising for the United Cardu Republic. Oh, they're immediately just going for the Galactic Imperium. Okay, they have a couple of people in the Phoenicians are backing them. They've already gotten permanent term. Oh dear. So there is one specifically for the corporate authority. So we'll be able to use regular and corporate civics. All custodian perks remain. In addition, the Galactic Emperor cannot be attacked by Galactic Imperium members. And empires cannot leave the Galactic Imperium. So they will be able to enforce the Pax Galactica potentially, which might be why the Phoenicians are backing. I was not expecting them to go for the Imperium, especially not this quickly. Maybe after or like when you get another crisis here, but I wasn't expecting it so quickly. The executives of Slug Labor and foremost chairman Xenoxley seeks to plead to the galactic community and foremost of the Phoenician High Kingdom to announce their support for the chosen of the goddess as a custodian, as it's demonstrated their principles and their hostility. Despite their supposed casus belli being for economic expansion, they were unable to fully push us in the corner, and now enslave our peoples in their own home. Electing any of them custodian would be the worst mistake of our collective lifetimes. Well, yep. We may or may not be enslaved. Well, the specialists aren't any better. Look, there's no slaves here. I do believe the adherents of the goddess have slaver guilds. They do not. They must have. It is chattel slavery. Indentured servitude. It will be the slugs in particular what I'm looking for. Chattel slavery. That is a lot of and it is on the floor, and it is heavily in favour. Although United Colonies of Man, United Cardu Republic, Blessed Concord, the Litarian Star Alliance, Tyrannic Confederation are opposed, despite some of their previous agreement to becoming the custodians. So every Federation member of the galaxy is in favour of the Galactic Imperium. They have taken Gitzarak. Oh. So, and they are still at war, and the Cardu are at 100% war exhaustion. Yes, since the Cardu Republic did not return, or did not hand over these systems in the first place, since they were supposed to receive, they will be losing everything south of Gitzarak for certain. The question is whether they will apologise and get Gitzarak back. The Blessed Concord also objects to this new proposal of the Galactic Imperium on all terms. They do not wish to be chained to the whims of a dictator like what happened to their own world. They fear for what might come of the galaxy and its people if any nation were to take such control. In case it looks likely that we will have a Galactic Imperium, we are paused. It is perhaps the end of a session. It might not be. Yes, it is the end of a session. And the rest of the Gaia worlds are turning into Gaia worlds. Yes, so we will be ending this news report here. Until next time, I've been Martin.